In this lesson, we're going to discuss maintenance in the cloud and who is responsible for all of the costs associated with it. Maintenance is an essential aspect of cloud computing and refers to the ongoing efforts to keep cloud infrastructure, software, and hardware up to date, secure, and running smoothly. In cloud computing, maintenance encompasses a wide range of activities, including firmware updates, software updates, security hotfixes, hardware upgrades, and hardware troubleshooting and replacement. One of the primary reasons organizations move to the cloud is to offload the capital expenditures of buying hardware, as well as supporting and maintaining that hardware. By using cloud computing services, organizations can avoid the cost of hardware procurement, installation, and maintenance, and instead focus on using those services as they need to support their business. Now let's take a closer look at each of the main type of maintenance activities that are performed in cloud computing. First, we have firmware updates. Firmware is a low-level software that controls the basic functions of a device. Firmware updates are designed to improve the performance of the device, fix bugs and security vulnerabilities, and add new features. In cloud computing, firmware updates are performed by the cloud provider. They are responsible for ensuring that the hardware infrastructure used to support cloud services is kept up to date. Second, we have software updates. Software updates are used to fix bugs, improve performance, and add new features to cloud-based applications and services. In the cloud arena, the cloud provider takes care of the software updates to make sure that the software that supports cloud services stay current. Third, we have security hotfixes. Security hotfixes are the updates that are released to fix security vulnerabilities in cloud-based applications and services. In the cloud environment, cloud provider is in charge of the security hotfixes, and they guarantee that the software supporting the cloud services stays current and free of all the vulnerabilities that are present today. Fourth, we have hardware upgrades. Hardware upgrades are used to improve the performance of cloud-based hardware infrastructure. Hardware upgrades are performed by the cloud provider, who is responsible for ensuring that the hardware infrastructure used to support the cloud services are kept up to date and capable of supporting the needs of the customers. Fifth, we have hardware troubleshooting and replacement. Hardware troubleshooting is used to diagnose and resolve problems within the cloud-based hardware infrastructure. Hardware troubleshooting is again performed by the cloud provider because they are responsible for ensuring that the hardware infrastructure used to support the cloud services is functioning properly and free of problems. If a piece of hardware is found to be faulty, then the cloud provider is responsible for replacing it. As stated earlier, maintenance is a crucial component of cloud computing, but who pays for all this maintenance is something that is important for you to understand. One of the key benefits of cloud computing is the ability for organizations to transfer the costs associated with hardware procurement, installation, and maintenance to their cloud service provider, who is responsible for ensuring that the infrastructure and software used to support the cloud services are up to date and free of vulnerabilities. Maintenance costs are categorized as operational expenses, or OPEX, as opposed to capital expenditure, or CAPEX. This means that the costs of maintenance are incurred on an ongoing basis rather than being a one-time expense. This can be beneficial for organizations as it allows them to spread the cost of maintenance over time rather than incurring a large upfront expense. In addition to the costs associated with maintaining hardware and software, there are also costs associated with maintaining licenses, administrative costs, and version changes. These costs can be managed using chargebacks, which will allow organizations to allocate the cost of cloud services to the department of users who are consuming them. For example, an organization may have different departments that are using cloud-based services, and each department may have different requirements for maintenance and support. By using chargebacks, organizations can allocate the cost of maintenance and support to the departments that are using the services rather than incurring the cost themselves. This allows for the organizations to better understand the costs associated with each department's use of cloud services and make informed decisions about how to allocate these resources. So remember, maintenance is an essential aspect in cloud computing and is performed by the cloud provider to ensure that the hardware, software, and infrastructure used to support cloud services are kept up to date, secure, and running smoothly. This maintenance encompasses a wide range of activities, including firmware updates, software updates, security hotfixes, hardware upgrades, and hardware troubleshooting and replacement. By using cloud services, organizations can offload the capital expenditures of buying hardware as well as supporting and maintaining that hardware and focus on using the services they need to support their business. Additionally, the organization can also pass on any costs associated with maintaining licenses, administrative costs, and version changes to the internal departments within the organization using chargebacks as well.